Hey guys, Jay Cope here, CEO of Semper Fi Custom Remodeling, and I just wanted to address something that's come up recently. We've had some clients asking, why are we fixed costs and closed book? So I kind of wanted to go a little bit into the history, just so that we started out cost plus, and that worked. But what that resulted in was a couple problems we saw with our kind of client experience. The first thing is it made the project about money. So you get through the proposal and then you get into selections, and by the time you realize, hey, I'm over budget on this project, we're kind of through rough ends and figuring out the finish items. And so that's the only recourse you have, is to choose finish selections that are less than what you had really wanted to. And so we really didn't like that. We didn't like clients getting halfway through the project to realize, hey, I need to cut back, get cheaper items, less expensive, look for bargain deals. What we kind of wanted was the experience where clients could get what they really wanted at the end of the day. When the job's done, it's something that they really wanted. So for that reason, we went to this fixed price kind of closed book model, because we can kind of control the client experience and make it a better experience for you. Because now we can, instead of tailoring the selection items, the finish items to match your budget, we tailor the scope of work to match your budget. In other words, if we're doing your kitchen and your laundry room, you don't have to choose necessarily the cheapest cabinets, countertops, appliances, etc. Maybe it makes more sense. Maybe that laundry room wasn't super important to change for you. It still pretty much worked the way you need it to. And so by tailoring the scope of work, and if we can just maybe omit the laundry room for now, get that in the next year or two, now your kitchen can really be what you want it to be. And we can make those decisions on the front end before we even start your project, and kind of say, here's kind of the investment to fit your scope of work, such that the final product, like I say, is really what you want. And being closed book as well, that's a component of that. We don't really share our finances, what the cost is of things, down to the detail of what a stud costs and what a box of nails costs. What we do share is what the allowances are, which are the decisions you need to make, right? The reason why we don't show you the rest is because we kind of have our quality of excellence that we want to maintain, which means we want to put the right products into your home that we know will have longevity. They'll last, they won't leak, they won't fail. And they'll have a long shelf life on them. And those things are not necessarily the cheapest, but we've discovered over years what combination of products makes sense. And we've noticed every time we kind of open the books, clients have a tendency, they want to say, well, hang on, I can get this product somewhere else, or I have leftover studs, or whatever the case is. So it really wasn't the quality of construction that we wanted. And again, it gets back to making your project about cost versus value and quality. So the reason ultimately that we went fixed costs closed book is to bring that client experience to you and the quality of construction for you. The other part of this is controlling the trades and subs. When we were cost plus, occasionally we had clients that said, hey, I got my Uncle Phil that is an electrician, or cousin John that does drywall, and they'll cut me a deal, which may be the case, right? I have family ask me at times, can you come, do something on my house because you're a contractor and I know you can do it. And the answer is sure, but what always happens is now that cousin or that uncle is wanting to cut you a deal, but that means now you're not the priority for them for the scheduling. So we would get into it, and all of a sudden the electrician, cousin John, wasn't available for weeks on end, or we didn't really know when he would come because it's not somebody we typically use. So by bringing that in-house and removing that as an option, we really control the schedule and the quality of work a lot better, and have a lot less callbacks, if that makes sense. So that was kind of the genesis of going fixed costs and closed book and bringing that in, because we ultimately want to provide a great client first experience for you. And that's why we talk about everything on the front end, so we can tailor that scope of work such that you get a great product at the end of the day and a great experience.